Welcome to a 5-bedroom house tour. We just finished styling up this 5-bedroom house for the client to move in. So I'm going to walk you guys through. This is different from the kind of videos I always share here, but for the sake of today's video, we won't have time to take you room by room, but I'm just going to give you a general walkthrough so that you can see what we have done for this client. Meanwhile, if this is the kind of video you want to watch, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe, and let's enjoy the rest of this house tour. This is the entryway. The entryway is quite wide. It's not like the normal narrow entryway, you know. It's wide and it has a sitting corner, but this sitting corner is very temporary because they have an inbuilt storage coming up here for coats and all that. So we just felt we can't leave this space blank, and we decided to introduce this. That's what you've seen here. And then by the side, I'm sure you've seen this very large wall art, very beautiful. This anchors the color theme of the whole house, and so you can now tell that we're working with some very bright colors. Okay, we decided to keep this entryway very simple, beautiful, colorful, just the way the client likes. So we introduced this crystal chandelier that you can see here. It is very beautiful. We had to go for something a bit flush so that the door can open. Okay, so down here, this is the living room. This is the utility room. We didn't do so much here, even though we had some bespoke piece installed there. This is the stair area. We kind of personalized the landing a little bit for them, which you guys are going to see as we proceed. So I'm going to take you guys to the first door here where you can see the living room. This living room is so beautiful. As in, you can feel the colors already, right? You can feel the colors. This client came to us with blank walls, white walls. They don't want to repaint the wall. They don't want to add warm colors or anything like that. No wall dressing, to be specific. Another thing is that they like colors. So we decided to curate these colors for them. You guys will understand better why we went for this color, especially the mint green. You will see it when we go into the other part of the house. This living room is the only space in this house where we had our creative freedom. I will explain what I mean by that. We sourced all the pieces inside this living room for the client. We sourced from beginning to the end. It was also our creative idea without any interference. So if you see this is like purely our design. So this client wanted something very simple but colorful, a touch of wood here and there. You can see the curtains. We came in with very bright mint green curtains, and then we introduced the same green on the accent chairs. And then on the big chair, this is a 3-seater sofa. We kept it very neutral with colorful pillows. These pillows have my heart, very, very colorful. And then we introduced some wooden pieces into the space with the side tables, the coffee table. If you look at the accent chairs, you're going to also see that they are swivel chairs, but wooden swivel chair. So this wall here, I love it. I love this artwork. Very colorful. In fact, it makes a statement the moment you walk into this living room. And then we introduced this brass chandelier. Very simple but elegant. Okay, listen, this living room is so beautiful. I'm not even joking. And then you guys know how much I love mirrors in my space, or in any space we are styling in particular. Use this wall to create a mirror gallery wall for the client. We kept it very minimal, just the way they like it, but aesthetically pleasing. So now we used these oval mirrors to create a gallery wall with a wall light. Listen, this client specifically wanted rechargeable wall light, so we went rechargeable this time. Everything you've seen here is renter friendly, assuming you have rented houses. Anyway, we don't have a TV here yet. The TV is yet to come in, but we have styled up the TV wall for them. We have also created everything they need to use to hang the TV. This is just ready for them to get their TV and hang. Anyway, that's the summary of what we have here. You can see we had to introduce a very flat rug in this space. In general, this room is so beautiful. I just love it. So tell me what your favorite thing is in this living room. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I have a lot of favorite things in this living room. Anyway, let's go over to, I think I should leave the open plan for last. What do you think? We should go to the rooms. Let's go upstairs and see the rooms before we come down to have a look at the open plan. That's another place that has my heart.
Hey, won't you stay a little bit longer? been fighting, but can we just hold up, maybe stay up, try to make things right? I don't know why I did what I did. Somehow I think that I lost my head. Don't know why. Don't know why. I have realized when I'm with you, I wanna do what it takes to make you see that we'll be alright if you just let me show you that I can do better. And I apologize for everything.
This is a new build. The client wanted to retain the original color of the walls, so we just had to keep it very simple and beautiful. Client's children are adults, and she wanted to bring back those children memory. I really like it when clients, they come to us because they know what we do and they request for it. So we created this family gallery wall. She just wanted a gallery wall of her children, so that's what we have created here for them. We have 5 bedrooms on this floor. Yes, 5 bedrooms. So down there, 2 boys room, 1 girl room, master's bedroom. So let's start with this room. This is the oldest son's room. So one of the briefs was no bedside table, no table lamp, so they needed us to use up the wall. So we introduced wall light in all the rooms, and we've kept it very simple. Now they had, in fact, they sourced the beds themselves. They already had their beds for this property. They had all their beds. We didn't source any bed for them. So the only thing we did was just to come in, use the bed they had to style up the place. By the time we finish going through their rooms, you will see that they have spaces we have left blank for the bespoke wardrobe and desk. A company is coming to fit those for them very soon, I think sometime in June. Anyway, so we have this sheer curtain with blinds, and the beds, we've made it very nice. We added this gray panel to add character to the wall, since we can't paint, we can't even do molding, we can't do wallpaper. So we just felt to add a little bit of character with this panel, just to blend in with what is going on here. And her sons, I think for some reason, they're drawn to gray, because one of the sons specifically said, I want a gray room, I want a gray room. I don't like gray, but when my clients want gray, we give them gray. So this is what we've done in the first room. We have the second room. This one specifically told me no color, please keep it gray. So we had to bring in different shades of gray, and even brought in a little bit of floral bedding just to add, character to the space. And we also introduced the same panel here, and see, we have the office, their chair is here already, but we have a company coming to install bespoke wardrobe and desk. So the bespoke wardrobe that comes with desk. So that's why we have decided to take the wall light all above the bed, so that we don't tamper with the little space they have for the joinery. So here the boy also requested for mirror. We have introduced a very nice shaped mirror here for him to be able to view himself when he's dressing, and sheer curtain as well, a very light shade of gray, so that we can open up the room even more. So this is what we've done for this room. Let's go over to the other room. The smallest room they have here, and this is for the youngest daughter. It's a very small single bed. Like I said, they already had their beds. For me, I would not use the size of furniture here, but because, like I said, these are pre-existing furniture, we had to work with what they had. So we just had to style it in with a little touch of blue and pink. I don't know if this is blue or pink, or this is, you can see that there's blue, there's pink, there's mint green. So that's what we have introduced here, and we have created this lovely floral wall for them. For the little girl, with this light, okay? And then here we have these shears curtain, very light. We've kept it very, very light and airy for the little girl. Over here, they're going to also have bespoke joinery wardrobe for the little girl. Is the older daughter's room. She requested for a bedroom with pink and gray. You can see that there is a common color here, which is gray. They already had a pre-existing bed, so we just introduced the lighting, the curtains. In fact, we just literally styled up the space for them while leaving enough space for the joinery again. We also introduced this nice frame on the wall, this abstract pink, blue, gray on the wall, and that was why we had to introduce this light gray shade of light shade for her, just, you know, something to add a little bit of softness in the room. And we accessorized the bed with different shades of pink, which is very beautiful and very rich. So anyway, over here we also introduced this frame. The reason why we have kept this space blank is because she's gonna have, like, you know, the girl's desk with mirror here. It's a very small bespoke one here. Down there is going to be where her wardrobe will be. So that's why we have left this space, and that's why we also pushed this frame to this side, because this whole side of the wall is going to be used up. Okay, again, no bedside table. So let's go to the master's bedroom. This is the master's bedroom. Again, they have a super king size bed. I screamed the day I viewed this property. I spent hours arguing over the reason why they should change this bed, but at the end of the day, they insisted they wanted to keep the pre-existing furniture, so we had to make it work. Anyway, you can see that there is something going on with gray in this house, so we had to introduce this wall light, and we accessorized the bed with this lovely calm green color. I love when you walk into a room and the room is calm and peaceful. I don't like when the room is so, you know, like something is going on, especially master's bedroom. It needs to be calm and peaceful because we go through a lot as adults, you know. Anyway, so we introduced a chandelier as well to make a statement inside this room, and then we also have the green curtains. And over here there is a little walk-in closet. This was an inbuilt one, but we designed something for the client to create a desk whereby she can have this bespoke piece added to this space. This was a blank space after the wardrobe, having a stool underneath and the mirror with an extra shelving just at the, you know, lintel level. She has ended up using up the vertical space here, and at the same time she now has a dressing corner, which is very, very, very functional. This client requested for a bespoke chest of drawer, which she had in the same material that was, or that, you know, that was used. I think this is the cashmere material, and then we have the TV here because they like to have TV in their room. So this is basically what you'll see in this master's bedroom. We've kept it very, very simple with their pre-existing furniture. Trust me, it's very difficult working with pre-existing furnitures, but that's why we're here. So let's go to the final space, which is going to wow you guys. Come on. Meanwhile, hit the like button and subscribe if you have watched up to this stage. Welcome to the open plan. Let's start with the kitchen first. This was very exciting for me the first day I viewed this property. The color of the kitchen gave me so much joy, I'm not even gonna lie. And this kitchen inspired all the colors you guys have witnessed in this property. That's why I kept it for the last, because I want to be able to explain why we went for the colors that we have gone for. So when you walk into this kitchen, that will tell you something. This client must like colors. And I wasn't wrong. So the moment she said, yeah, Didi, I love colors, I said, okay, let's go. What we did for them in this kitchen was we introduced the Roman blinds. So this space was just so blank. So we felt, why don't we create something where she can have some decor moments? Because the wall, I mean, she's got enough storage, to be honest, but this space was just so blank. So we had to put up these shelves with this frame in between. So we introduced the bar stools. My initial recommendation for this space was 3 bar stools, but because she has 4 children, this client actually prioritizes her children a lot, which is very lovely to see. Or she insisted that she wants 4 bar stools. So I'm hoping that they can manage 4 bar stools because it's quite tight. But if it's functional for them, who am I to argue? So we have this lovely, lovely glass vase here to anchor the colors of the space. Beautiful. Anyway, over here, because a lot is actually going on here, which you guys are going to see, we knew that if we introduce something too large, too catchy here, it's going to be too much for this space. So we went in with the minimal mirrors, but instead we used it to create a very nice, unique design for them. So that's what you can see here. Very beautiful, isn't it? This space you guys are seeing here is supposed to be their dining table, but our table is delaying and they need to move in ASAP. That's why we had to come install. So they are happy to wait till when the table comes to get that fitted. So what we did for them was just to get the lighting properly done so that when the table comes, they know where to anchor their dining table. The chairs are here already, but we had to keep all of them in the garage until they receive the dining table. It's actually imported, so I'm thinking that's why it's taking too long. Anyway, once the table comes in, this is the dining space. Now we have this beautiful open plan area. Are you feeling it? Again, we had to work with a pre-existing corner sofa. This is quite a large corner sofa. It's like 6-seater plus, or maybe 8-seater, I can't even say, but it's quite large, okay? Anyway, this is supposed to be their family area because according to clients, they will spend a lot of time here, and I understand because I have one. So we had to make it very comfortable, and we created this design which the client had installed. Okay, so and you can tell that this client loves wood a lot, and if you're a client that loves wood, I love you in advance. So this already tells that they are so in love with wood. So this is what and then they have the marble wall in between, and then we had to put in some very nice decorative pieces in here. So these, like I said, were already pre-existing furniture. They insisted that they want this particular chair because they want to be able to relax. And I thought how to make it really beautiful for them rather than to introduce this pillow and have this light here. Okay, so it just looks very, that very papa cozy corner. That's what it is to me. And then we have this wooden coffee table, which is really nice. We went for a round because, again, it's too much square in here, so we needed to break up. And then we anchored it with the rug, the abstract rug, which is very, very beautiful. Like I said, I'm not taking you guys on like detail for detail tour in this particular video because we are running behind time and the client will soon be here in few minutes time to take over their house and take the keys from me. So I just felt the need to give you guys a full house tour so you guys can see what we have done for this client. I'm sure if you're following me on my Instagram, you would have seen some before and after, transformation of at least the 2 living rooms. Did I show you guys this light? Look at this light. It's so beautiful and it just makes sense here. That's all I can say. It adds a lot of glam to this area and I love it because, again, we have a marble wall. So why don't we have a crystal light? Marble and crystal, they speak the same language. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this tour. I hope you love this house. I hope this video has inspired someone to start loving colors in their home. Listen, I'm all about colors in 2025. We must all embrace colors because colors give joy. And you need that joy in your life. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please go ahead to smash that like button and somebody type thank you, hubby, behind the camera because he's been the one filming this whole tour. He's been with me all through this install. I love you. In fact, he did most of it. See, we did this install in 2 days and I don't know how his back is not breaking because the first day, in fact, the first and the second day, this man he's been on his feet all through and now he's behind the camera filming this. Just type thank you, hubby there. Type it in the comment section. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next project. It's been a pleasure in Southampton. Au revoir.
Hey, won't you stay a little bit longer? Sorry, didn't mean to, but I heard you cannot undo it. So please stay. I know that we've been fighting, but can't we just hold up? Maybe stay up, try to make things right. I don't know why I did what I did. Somehow I think that I lost my head. Don't know why. Don't know why. I have